Hello, I've returned with another ADH Wealth solution. Today, we will begin to discuss fulfilling all of your financial needs. As always, this is a basic description. For an evaluation of your own, please schedule an appointment. My information is in the description. Lastly, make sure you hit the like, drop a comment, and if you're new, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're made aware every time I release new content.
Yo. It's your boy, the insurance junkie, your fiduciary fella, the all-star advisor, Alonzo Hall. Now I've come today to weapon tap on your head with another ADH Wealth Solution article. This is also going to be one of the cash commandments because you should follow this like the gospel. Before we go in, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you hit that like, drop a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're made aware every time I release new content. And as always, share. Lastly, to contribute to channel growth, donate by hitting the cash app. You can schedule a one-on-one appointment with a licensed financial professional, or you can purchase life insurance directly up to $1 million with an instant decision and no medical exam. The links are in the description. So as we proceed to give you what you need, we're going to read an article today from credit.com. 6 surefire ways to start building generational wealth. You don't have to be a millionaire to start building wealth for your children. Instead, there are a couple of ways you can increase your assets and net worth to pass down to the next generation. Whether you call it family wealth or family money, setting financial goals is essential for leaving a legacy. Most importantly, teaching children financial wisdom is vital for your family's wealth to last for multiple generations. Thus, parents must teach their children to be fiscally responsible, to value their wealth, regardless of their assets' dollar value. So what is the meaning of generational wealth? Generational wealth is assets that parents pass down to their children and, ideally, their children's children. Wealth is not necessarily money. Instead, define wealth as time bought with your money or assets. For example, a person has an amount of 3 months' worth of expenses in a savings account. This person could live for 3 months without working before running out of cash. For this reason, the wealthy acquire assets that generate passive income, which allows them to gain more time. Passing down income-generating assets to their children are the ways families have been able to remain financially stable. Why is generational wealth so important? You may be wondering, why should I care about generational wealth? Or generational wealth just creates trust fund babies that don't know how to work a day in their life. I hear what you're saying, and I can understand some people's feelings towards those who were born with a silver spoon in their mouth. I grew up in an unprivileged family and lived in a small one-bedroom apartment. I worked hard in school and currently make a decent salary with my career. Some would say that it is a blueprint of success. Focus and hard work guarantees returns. However, that hard work came along with heavy student loan debt and a high-stress job. I'm not saying I'm not grateful because my job has helped fund a couple of family business ventures. I am saying that I can pass down wealth to my children that they can use to give them more opportunities. Generational wealth can give our children the ability to attend school without student loan debt, or they can inherit a family business and become entrepreneurs. The options can become endless. The key thing I want to point out is that they have options. How much money is generational wealth? There isn't a magic number or exact net worth that a person can attain to say they can provide generational wealth. In general, the answer is relative to your specific situation. So don't be bogged by a particular dollar amount. Instead, ask yourself, is there anything I can pass down to my children to make impactful changes to my family tree? How to build generational wealth. Do you ever wonder where millionaires or the wealthy keep their money? There's no secret to building long-term financial success. If anything, it's boring. They don't hide their wealth in rare paintings or fancy yachts. Instead, these assets are accessible to everyone, allowing them to create generational wealth. Pause. Things like people talk about Bill Gates and them giving all of their vast amounts of wealth to charity, etc., and none to their kids. One of the most important and probably the easiest way to create generational wealth is through life insurance. So when people like Bill Gates say, I'm not leaving my kids anything, they mean it in terms of the liquidity that he has. But I promise you he has multiple life insurance policies that will pass down that wealth. Continue. Contribute to a 401k. Most companies provide 401k plans that allow their employees to contribute pre-tax dollars from their paycheck to a retirement plan to reduce their taxable income. Additionally, some companies will also match your contribution up to a certain percentage. This extra contribution is technically free money. With the help of compounded interest, your contribution can grow to a healthy nest egg. Another option is to contribute to a Roth 401k, which allows an employee to contribute post-tax dollars from their paycheck. This type of retirement account helps people avoid a high tax bill when they retire. This doesn't really help for generational wealth, however, because this is for your money, your retirement. Again, it's not about passing that asset down. A 401k is for you. Invest in real estate. Real estate investing is an incredible income-producing asset that can make money and add to your overall net worth. The great thing about real estate investing is that the tenants are the ones paying down the debt service while you reap the benefits of monthly cash flow and appreciation. You can have the properties on shorter mortgage terms, such as 10 or 15-year terms, to have the tenants pay off the loan sooner. A shorter term will drastically increase your cash flow after the loan is gone. Additionally, the market value of the property will appreciate over time. You don't necessarily need a real estate empire to reach $1 million. Again, that's more for yourself, because if you don't pay those property taxes, that family loses that property. Invest in stocks. Stock market investments, such as index funds, are another form of creating generational wealth and are more liquid than real estate. I actually disagree with that. The stock market also might be a better option than real estate if you're not a fan of managing tenants. We started investing in mutual funds before we decided to diversify our portfolio. Just like the 401k, the help of compounded interest and reinvesting the dividends can help grow your money over time. Your investment strategy will also change over time depending on how far you are away from retirement. Again, that's more for yourself. Purchase life insurance. It's always important to prepare for the worst, especially for your untimely death. I hate when people say life insurance is only for an untimely death. Life insurance is the only guaranteed thing. Stocks, real estate, all that other stuff is speculative. It might appreciate by X time. Here's the thing. When you die, because there's no if, there's only a when. Whatever death benefit you select, you're guaranteed that money. There's no if the market does, because what if the neighborhood is bad when you got your real estate in? What if your market, and they were investing in mutual funds, not even the stock market. But what if it goes good? Great. But most of the time it doesn't. The average investment horizon over the course of 20 years is a 10% return. So, you can purchase life insurance. It's always important to prepare for the worst, especially your untimely death. Therefore, buying a life insurance policy to protect your family from financial hardship. A life insurance company will pay your beneficiaries as a part of the death benefit for a relatively low monthly premium. Start a small business. After my husband and I discussed our concern about children's financial future, he shared with me a few days later and suggested we start our own small business. The goal was not just to teach them about money, but also how to show them how to manage money with hands-on experience. We frequently include our children in our business decisions and can see the positive impact it has made. My son doesn't ask for the latest toy. Instead, he asks what kind of business he should start. The goal is to hand over the small business to the children ultimately. Save money. Save money. Another simple way to build wealth is by saving. Although it may be a simple concept, not everyone does it. It's become the norm for people to have a lot of credit card debt while only paying the minimum balance. Therefore, it can be crucial to follow a budget. One budgeting strategy you can use is a zero-based budget. It gives every dollar from your paycheck a purpose, such as contributing to a mutual fund, building up a down payment, or saving for an emergency fund. How to transfer generational wealth. An estate plan and a will. Again, life insurance is going to be the next step with an estate plan and a will. An estate plan is a series of legal documents such as a will, a trust, and a power of attorney. A will has instructions on how you want your assets to be managed and distributed. My husband and I have all our assets assigned to a trust, which allows our children to avoid probate and keep more money. Refer to an estate planning attorney for further legal advice. Custodial accounts. Custodial accounts are accounts that are in the name of the minor, i.e. your child, but managed by a guardian or parent. The parent can invest and save on behalf of the minor until they reach the legal adult age. Beneficiaries. Beneficiaries are people assigned to receive your assets in the case you die. Although you may have a will in place, the beneficiaries override those designations. Why is it difficult to keep wealth multi-generational? Most families lose their wealth by the third generation, also known as the third generation rule. This loss is mainly due to the lack of financial education passed along with generational wealth. For the sake of example, I'll count myself as the first generation. During my time, I acquire assets to teach my children how to be financially wise. After I pass away, my wealth gets passed down to the second generation, my children. My children, the second generation, also acquire assets using the skills I taught them. Unfortunately, they don't teach their children how to be financially and only transfer their wealth to the next generation, the third generation. The lack of financial knowledge and understanding of their wealth's value is the real cause of why families are unable to maintain generational wealth. Hence, all generations need to educate the youth about their personal finance. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the article for today by Jacqueline Sanchez, published July 21st, 2021. Make sure you hit that like, drop a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're made aware every time I release new content. And as always, share, share, share. Lastly, you can contribute to channel growth by hitting the Cash App. You can schedule a one-on-one appointment with a licensed financial professional, or you can purchase life insurance directly up to $1 million with an instant decision and no medical exam. The links are in the description. With that being said, wipe ass. Work in progress every day and see success. Wipe ass. Work in progress every day and see success. Wipe ass. Work in progress every day and see success. And remember, when people challenge you, they don't challenge you to challenge you, but they challenge you to challenge you. Accept the challenge. Salute.
Interested in having an evaluation? Find my contact info in the description and schedule a consult to explore your options. Have a financial question but don't know who to ask? Email me at a.hall@cgwealth.financial and your question may be answered in my next video. Security products are subject to investment risks, including possible loss of principal. Before investing, carefully consider the investment objectives, risks, limitations, charges, and expenses of the product and any underlying investment options. This information can be found in the product and investment option prospectuses. Copies are available from your registered representative.